Hey there, I'm Sakali. I played way too many games in the last Steam Next Fest, so here's yet another speedrun of some of my opinions of them. Dark and Darker, I saw the hype, didn't feel the hype, don't know anything of what the hype is about considering like every single attack feels like the build-up of like a strong attack of melee in Skyrim with the weight of a little inflatable hammer. It was miserable existence and I didn't like it at all. I'm gonna give that one maybe a beneficial 1 star. Ravenbound was a absolutely delight. I was surprised with how much I enjoyed it. Oh my god, moving around as the Raven, beautiful, fantastic, wonderful. I think my only complaint with it would be just that I think I would have preferred it as more of a Souls game, so you could feel fleshed out and more like progression and feel like the world is involved more than just aimlessly wandering around once you get out. And having to like recycle all your stuff again at the beginning. But that'd be my only complaint. I still think it's going to be a great game, but it has fantastic combat as well. I'm going to give this one 4 stars. Atomic Picnic is another one that I had a lot more fun than I thought I would going into it. It looked a bit like Fortnite-y, whatever, but going into it and like trying to survive against the hordes and hordes of enemies for as long as you can to like just build up equipment and things was surprisingly fun, even solo. So I think it'd be even more fun and chaos if you have like a group and just hear someone screaming that they're getting cornered in the background of that. Yeah, it was a good time. So I'm gonna give it I think 3 stars. Affogato was another interesting one. I think the closest thing I can compare it to is something like Dungeon Boyfriend. It felt like in kind of theme. The combat itself, where you're going around through a little kind of almost auto battler around in the little conveyor belt, was surprisingly fun, interesting. And outside of that, you had more of that RPG mechanics. I think my only weird thing is that the whole coffee shop thing is more of just like a set piece facade. It doesn't really do anything. I'm gonna give this one a 3.5. Okay, I think that's the last one of my speedruns. The rest of the games that I have to cover, which is still a fair few games, I want to get more of a more in-depth deep dive into and really hype some of them up because some of them are amazing, far better than I expected them to be. So join me back here for even more Next Fest content. See ya!